Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about titration, and I will give you an example between the reaction of an acid and a strong acid and a strong base that will produce a salt and water. How we perform titration. The main idea behind titration is to find the concentration of a known solution. Particularly on this chapter, we are going to do with acid-base titration. In the lab, we set a burette where we add, for instance, we have sodium hydroxide solution here, and we want to find the concentration of sodium hydroxide. We don't know the concentration. Remember, the burette is it's a tool we use in chemistry to measure very exact volume, and at the bottom we will add a conical flask or Erlenmeyer with some concentration of hydrochloric acid, let's say 1 molar, and 10 milliliters, that will be the volume we add of hydrochloric acid. Together with that, we will add an indicator that will tell me when we reach the equivalent point and also the final point. The indicator for this particular titration will be phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein will be an indicator that on acid medium it will be colorless, and in a base medium will have a pink color. So the procedure will be the following. I will start adding slowly drop of sodium hydroxide, and the reaction taking place will be this. Sodium hydroxide will be reacting with hydrochloric acid at the bottom and forming the sodium chloride and the water. The pH resulting of this one will be 7 because it's a neutralization reaction. So I keep adding the solution until this solution will turn from colorless. In acidic medium it will turn pink color or salmon, depending on your skill, how you perform the titration. And we will have to make sure we add a little bit of excess of sodium hydroxide in order, the reason we add an excess is to making sure the reaction get to completion. And let's say we finish the titration, this is our first trial, we have to repeat that 2-3 times in order to get an accurate value and then finding the average. So what we are going to do now is measuring our first volume of sodium hydroxide consumed. Let's pretend we go 20 ml. So the volume, the meniscus went from 0 all the way to 20. So go to here, and that will be the volume of sodium hydroxide. How can we do the calculation? Well, the calculation will be the following. Sodium hydroxide concentration times volume of sodium hydroxide will be equal to concentration of hydrochloric acid times the volume of hydrochloric acid. That will be the formula that I will use. We need to solve for concentration of sodium hydroxide. Let me explain here. Concentration of sodium hydroxide will be equal to concentration of hydrochloric acid, volume of hydrochloric acid, over the volume of sodium hydroxide. That will be the formula that I will use for finding the unknown concentration of sodium hydroxide. Concentration of hydrochloric acid is given here is 1 molar times the volume of hydrochloric acid, that was 10 milliliter, and then I will divide that over the volume of sodium hydroxide being consumed, 20 milliliter, cancel out the zero, and final result will be my concentration of sodium hydroxide, the one known, is 0.5 molar. So that will be the main purpose of my titration. Again, there are many other types of titration, like the redox titration, but we will be focusing on this chapter on the acid-base titration using the example of two strong electrolytes, sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. And this is a very well used method for finding unknown concentration in analytical chemistry. Thank you for watching.